Hey there guys, NexGenStriker here back again for another video, and today we are going to talk about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which is easily now my most anticipated game of 2016. I look forward to this game so much. Why? Because I loved the first one. I mean, really, we hadn't had a good Dragon Ball Z game for a long time. People forget that. Xenoverse 1, that was the first game that everybody got interested in again and played because, hey, it sold very, very well. So yeah, naturally they're going to make a sequel, but to come out this soon, I think it surprised everybody, hasn't it? But then again, they probably started working on it literally as soon as they got done with the first one. The sales figures came out, so, you know, I mean, they've been working on it longer than you think. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about really what we can expect, or at least speculate about, with Xenoverse 2. And I'm also going to be addressing some of the criticism from Xenoverse 1, and why some of it is fair, some of it not so much. So what can we expect from Xenoverse 2? Well, obviously from the trailer, we've got a huge hub world now. I'm very happy about that. We no longer have to walk everywhere. We can also fly and do a bunch of other stuff. Cool. I'm really happy about that. They're making the hub world better. Awesome. Awesome. It took me a while to figure out where everything was in the first one, so oh boy. It'll take me forever for this one. But anyway, I really enjoyed Toki City, so I'm gonna really enjoy Toki World, or whatever the heck this thing is now. So yeah, anyway, aside from that, from the trailer, we also saw some, it looked like maybe old cutscenes, or maybe repurposed. I'm not really sure, but I can tell you this, I really enjoyed the cutscenes from the first Xenoverse, and I wish we had more, because man, Dimps, you know how to make some good Dragon Ball Z cutscenes, and if you don't believe me, play Budokai 1. Some of the best Dragon Ball Z cutscenes in a video game ever. And it was the first big Dragon Ball Z game to come out over here, so that's crazy. But, yeah, aside from more of what we've already had in Xenoverse 1, because obviously it's not just going to completely do a 180 spin, it's not going to become Raging Blast 3 like some people want, or Tenkaichi 4, whatever people are saying, I don't know. But aside from that, of course, we can expect more characters. And yeah, I think we're definitely going to get that in spades. I mean, people are kind of ridiculous about the characters thing, especially on the first one. Of course, I'm going to get to that later. But with this game, the roster is going to be at least twice as big because in the first game, they were building the foundation. And yeah, you know, it takes a while to build a game from the ground up with nothing to come off of, and now they have the foundation. They can add in some of those extra characters that weren't really too important. I mean, if you want to get technical, they are, but at the end of the day, no one picks Second Form Cell online. They don't. They pick Perfect Cell. So, you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm glad they're adding new characters. The movie characters, which the movies generally weren't really that good in Dragon Ball Z, but the characters are really fun to play as in the game, so I'm really looking forward to that. And they're finally doing History of Trunks cinematically in the game. I'm very happy about that. History of Trunks, in case you guys didn't know, it's my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie, aside from Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. I don't really know what my favorite movie is after those two came out, but History of Trunks just, it was so good, and it was so different. It still is. It's really unique to every Dragon Ball Z film, because it's like, it's dark and serious, yet it's still Dragon Ball Z, and it's about future Trunks and future Gohan, who are both really cool, so I really love that movie, and if you haven't seen it, oh man, go see it. It's a good movie. Well, not, you know, just go watch it online or whatever. But anyway, yeah, the cutscenes looked really good. I think a lot of people are commenting on that. As far as the in-game graphics, they look pretty much the same. So I don't know if they're gonna, like, maybe it'll look better since it's now exclusively on the next gen, like PC, PS4, Xbox One. So if that's the case, then I say take full advantage of the engine, do as much as you can with the hardware and the software, and yeah, just go wild, you know, like make the destruction of the stages bigger and better, make the graphics better, etc., etc. So aside from that, obviously, like I said, more characters. We're probably going to get all the GT characters finally in a game. I mean, I've wanted that for a long time. Not that I'm like the biggest GT fan, but I always kind of wondered, like, why do we only get Omega Shenron and Nova sometimes? Why don't we get General Mew and all forms of Baby? We didn't even get that in Tenkaichi 3. We didn't get the first one. Just characters like that. All the Shadow Dragons. Like, even if you don't like GT, it's still cool to have all the characters in the game, right? And of course, Adult Goten, and, well, we already got Trunks, but whatever. Anyway, so aside from the characters, of course, also I should say this, Super is going to be in it. I mean, come on, they're going to include Super, guys. It's a big Dragon Ball Z thing, so yeah, of course. But the things that I'm really concerned about, and this is the legitimate criticism. I was kind of hesitating, like, should I talk about that first or the illegitimate criticism? We'll talk about the legitimate one first. So, the gameplay. Yes, it needs to be revamped. I think so. They don't need to just scrap it completely, but they need to make it more in-depth, more like an actual Dimps fighting game, because Budokai 3, one of the best Dragon Ball Z fighting games ever. It's so much fun, and it's so good on so many levels. Not just as a fighting game, it's really good. So, I would just like them to revamp the combat, make it way more in-depth, and make it a lot more fun, because really, a lot of the matches in Xenoverse are more or less who can jump out of the way of a combo and then try and hit someone else while their stamina meter runs out, and then they're just screwed. I don't like that. So I want them to do something a lot better with that, add a lot more features to the combat, make the combos more varied, whatever. You guys get the drift. Aside from that, the missions, they need to be less repetitive, and the drop rates, they need to be better, because, good lord, you would do the same mission like 20 times before you got something you wanted. I mean, and that's if you're lucky. I mean, it was really all luck, so that sucked. I like doing the missions, and I like the gameplay, and I like playing with friends, but good lord, man. The drops were just brutal in that game. They really were. I don't think I even got like half the stuff in the game. I mean, I really tried, and I played it a lot, but there's only so much you can take before you just get tired of doing the same mission over and over and over and over, right? So aside from that, I think the story is going to be even better, which is impressive because I really like the story and the challenge. Man, the story challenge was really hard. I just hope that they make it less spammy, like Neo GameSpark said. I mean, you really did have to spam to win those. You just had to keep doing your super move over and over and over, and it was just ridiculous. I don't like to play like that, so I hope that they make it less spammy in the missions and the story. Like, make the actual combat fun and engaging and not so risky to where you're just sitting over there doing final flashes over and over. Like, just don't do that, please. Aside from that, though, that's really my only gripes. Not even, well, kind of personal gripes for me, like weaknesses in Xenoverse, but the thing that some people complain about in Xenoverse, I don't get it. Like, Xenoverse was the foundation, man. You had to build from nothing. Like, literally, you had to make the foundation. And people would say, oh man, why can't it be Tenkaichi or Raging Blast 3? Okay, go and play Tenkaichi 1. Because Tenkaichi 3 is the one that everyone's like, oh my god, that game's the best because it had Frieza Soldier B. Go and play Tenkaichi 1. Seriously. And see the difference. People complain about the transformations in Xenoverse 1. You couldn't even transform in Tenkaichi 1. You had to select them as separate characters. Because I remember, because I bought it. I bought like pretty much every Dragon Ball Z game there was. So I played them all. And that was a disappointing setback from Budokai 3, I gotta say. But, they did improve. They improved, and guess what? They got more characters. Because in the first Tenkaichi, they only had about 50, which is about the same as Xenoverse, more or less. I don't know. It really doesn't matter, but there's going to be more characters. There's going to be more stuff, more features. It's a sequel, and they're going to build on it. And that's kind of how all the Dragon Ball Z fighting games have been, where the first one is really the core foundation, and then just build on it and make it better and better. So yeah, I think this game is going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it, and of course I'm going to buy it, because I really love Xenoverse 1, and unless they just do a 180, then I'm going to like this one a lot too. And I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, so of course I got to play it. Anything else, like I said, combat, missions, fix the transformations as well, because I don't want to pick Goku with a torn off shirt just to go Super Saiyan 3. And I want to be able to do all the transformations. So I think they're going to fix that, because a lot of people complain. And also, make split screen. Like, actually make it a split down the middle. That way you get 360-degree vision on both characters, not share a screen. Because while that works in Naruto, that doesn't work with Dragon Ball. It doesn't. Because unless it's like, a 2D fighting game, it doesn't work. So anyway, that's all I had for now. Tell me below what your thoughts are on Xenoverse 2. What do you want in this game the most? Honestly, just tell me below. I think we can expect a lot of the cool characters, so I'm not really concerned about that. I just want the combat to be more in-depth and more fun and balanced. And if they can do that, then that alone will just sell this as probably the best Dragon Ball Z game. But we'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, that's all I have for now. Catch you guys later.